Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Nance, and I'm an author of children's books on mindfulness. And one of the books is called Puppy Mind. It's actually my first book written by me and my friend Jim Dirk. And he is actually one of the illustrators for Clifford the Big Red Dog. So if the puppy looks a little bit familiar, I think it has a little bit of a resemblance to Clifford. So just thought that would be an interesting thing to share with you before I read the book. Also wanted to talk to you about the concept of the puppy mind. The puppy mind is that part of our minds that like to wander, that like to daydream. So I don't know about you, but my mind daydreams all the time. And some of the places it might take me are to the beach, maybe with my dog, or hanging out with friends, or sitting on my couch watching my favorite TV show. Where does your mind like to wander? And you can even put me on pause right now and you can talk about it with your family or friends, or just think about, where does my mind wander? And I bet you'll have all sorts of places that it likes to take you. And I like to think of all the happy places it wanders off to. Good. All right, are you ready? All right, let's take a breath together just to kind of calm our minds and our bodies. Breathing in. Nice big belly breath. You can even put your hand on your belly button. Breathe in again. Filling up your belly almost like a water balloon. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. And one more time. Breathing in. Trying to keep those shoulders down, just filling up your belly. Great. All right. Here we go. Puppy Mind by Andrew Jordan Nance. There's the puppy digging in some sand. Oh, there's the puppy doing, what is he doing? What is he doing? Tell me. That's right, he's pulling on the boy's sleeve, right? And what do you think the boy was doing before the puppy showed up? Maybe homework, math, writing a letter, doing an assignment. Yep, all sorts of things he could be doing. Good, you're using your imagination. All right, let's take a breath and turn the page. It says, to your puppy mind, please be kind. All right. My mind is like a puppy. It likes to wander and explore. Can you all name the 3 things that the puppy is doing? He's digging, right? He's looking at a fire hydrant. Fire hydrant's a big word, huh? Fire hydrant. It's actually 2 words. Good. And he's also, looking at a tree. All right, so I want you to remember those 3 things because they may come up later in the story. All right, let's take a breath. If I don't watch it carefully, my puppy mind goes through any open door. Look at that. And I like to think of this page as the doorway to his thoughts. All those doorways take him into a thought. So that first thought over here, you can see, is him remembering when someone in his family taught him how to walk. Maybe it was his mom or his grandma or his auntie. And then this second one, the orange doorway, he's remembering what? He's remembering when he learned how to ride a bike. And this one, what's he remembering? Can you see that? That's right, his first day of preschool maybe. Good. And then what's he hoping to do in this yellow doorway? You see that? He's hoping to win a race. Good. And what's he hoping to get in this purple doorway? That's right, he's hoping to get a motorcycle. And what's this funny outfit in the orange doorway? That's right, a graduation outfit. He could be graduating from 5th grade or 6th grade or 7th grade or 8th grade or high school or maybe even college. Good. And if you had to guess, which page is the past and which page is the future? Think about it. So if the past has already happened and the future hasn't happened yet, which one is the past and which one's the future? All right, and if you said this is the past because he was little, he was a little kid back then, right? And this is the future, he's kind of all grown up there. That's the future page and this is the past page. Good. Breathing in, turn the page. When my puppy mind is bored, it runs to the future and the past. If I'm not really careful, it'll take me far away super fast. Whoosh! Look at that. That's cool, right? He's probably going to go to the past or the future, right? What do you think it is? The past? Oh, you're right. You're right. My puppy mind can dig up memories, like when I got yelled at for not sharing my things. Look at that. Puppy likes to dig up memories, doesn't he? Our puppy minds like to dig up memories. We like to think about something that happened in the past, don't we? And look at these kids. See that? He's remembering. There's our boy right there. And he's remembering when he was little, when he didn't learn to share his toys yet. And his friends or his classmates are like feeling all sorts of emotions. What do you see? I see worried or shocked, concerned, confused. Yeah, and he's feeling what? Angry and sad at the same time. And look at the teacher in the background. Do you see the teacher? Can you imitate the teacher? That's right. Right? It doesn't feel very good to get yelled at, does it? No, it doesn't. All right, let's take a breath and see what happens next. Here we go. Whoosh. My mind scampers to the future, and I don't always like the pictures that it brings. And scampers is a fancy word that means runs to the future, runs. Look at that. So if this is, I like to think of this page as the page of his worries. What do you see that he's worrying about? What's he might be worried about here? Yeah, worried about the first day of school. And what's he worried about in this image right here? Do you see our boy way in the back? What's he worried about? Yep, that's right, losing the race. And then what's he worried about there? What word starts with M-O-V? That's right, he's worried about moving. You know, I ask kids a lot, how many of you have ever lived in more than one place? And I'd say about, I don't know, more than half of them say they've lived in more than one place already. And, you know, it's really natural to live in a lot of different places. So just know that. So if you've lived in more than one or two places, it's just natural. All right, let's take a breath. See if you can relate to this. In class, I try to listen to the teacher, but my puppy mind starts to stir. I quickly lose my focus and the day becomes a blur. Do you see the teacher? Yeah, right here, right? Looks like she's writing something on the board. Is our boy looking at the teacher? Nope. He's looking at who? Yep, that's right. He's looking at our puppy. And the puppy mind might be saying, hey, why don't we go to the beach? Why don't we go to Chuck E. Cheese? Why don't we go get pizza? Why don't we go home and play video games, right? That's what the puppy mind does. It whispers in our ear and tries to take us away from the moment and what we're doing. All right, let's see what happens next. Take a breath. Oh, who does this remind you of? Yep, that's right, the teacher. I get mad at my puppy mind. Why don't you just sit and stay? But that doesn't make our puppy feel very good, does it? Look at that. How is our puppy feeling? Right, he's sad. And how do you know he's sad? How can you look at someone or something and know that it's feeling an emotion? What do you see on our dog? What's he doing? He's shaking. Good. Are his ears up or down? Down. Good. Does he look big or little to you? Yeah, I think he looks little. Is his tail up or down? Yep, his tail's down. And does his mouth look big or little to you? Yeah, I think his mouth looks little. And his eyes, do they look big or do they look scrunched and tiny? Yeah, I think they look big. Good. Good. All right, let's take a breath. See what happens next. Our boy doesn't look very happy, does he? What's that word? Maybe it starts with an F. Frustrated is what I see, but maybe you see something else. When I yell, my puppy mind gets scared and hides or runs away. Yeah, we don't want to get mad at ourselves because the puppy mind is natural, right? But we just don't want it running the show. All right, let's see what happens next. My puppy mind only heals or stays if I take 3 slow, deep breaths. If I do it often enough, I feel calmer in my chest. Should we try it? Why don't we try it now? Let's breathe in once. Wiggling your toes can help calm the mind and the body too as you breathe. Just wiggle your toes, not your feet, just your toes. Good. Breathing in 2. Maybe you can even wiggle your fingers a little bit. Breathing out. Breathing in 3. And see if you can even put a little smile on your face like the boy and the puppy. Look at that. We're all smiling. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what happens next. Breathing in. Taking 3 slow, deep breaths is the best way to train my puppy mind. I am learning to be my mind's best friend. It responds best when I am kind. Look at that. He's giving him kindness treats. Look how happy the puppy seems, right? We want to be nice to our minds, not get mad at it when it doesn't do something the way we want it to. Let's take a breath. So whenever I feel my puppy mind tugging at my sleeve, what do you think rhymes with sleeve? I try to remember to, what have we been doing this whole time? Let's see if you're right. To breathe and breathe and breathe. Look at that. He's able to focus on his work again, and his puppy mind has fallen asleep, no longer trying to pull at him to go somewhere else other than right here, right now. Good. A couple more pages. You're being very focused. Thank you. If I practice breathing every day and remember to be kind, I will have more fun being with my best friend, my playful puppy mind. Now, do you remember at the beginning of the story? The dog, the puppy mind, was fascinated with 3 things. Remember, he was digging in the sand. He was looking at a fire hydrant, and he was looking at trees and bushes. Is the puppy doing any of those things now? Nope, he's not. You're right. Who's he looking at? That's right, the boy. And who's the boy looking at? At the puppy. That's right. And at the beginning of the story, who was in charge? Was the puppy in charge, pulling him around, or was the boy in charge? That's right, the boy was in charge. And now who's in charge? That's right, the boy. Very good. You know, we never want to get rid of our puppy minds, right? We just want to learn to befriend them and work with them, because our puppy minds are where our imaginations lie, right? Magically, we can be at the park, or we can be at home playing video games, or we can be at the beach, or up in the sky, or pretending we're a superhero because of our puppy minds. But we don't want to let the puppy mind run the show. We want to be in charge, not the puppy. So this is, I think, the beginning for this boy. Not the end, but the beginning. So he can learn now how to name and sort of tame his own puppy mind. He can say, oh, my puppy mind is thinking about going to the beach. So I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to come back and I'm going to focus on the teacher or my friends or my family or what I'm doing, maybe my homework, or maybe if I'm drawing or something, right? I can just focus on drawing. So there's all these different ways that the puppy mind wants to pull us away from the here and the now. So now you know one of the ways you can, one of the strategies you can use to help keep your puppy mind from pulling you away from the present. All right, so this week, practice noticing your puppy mind and taking a breath into your belly, maybe even 3, and see if that helps you focus your mind so that you can connect with what you are doing more fully. All right, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.